Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's Wednesday night, so that means it's happy hour. Welcome to happy hour. My name is Gigi. I am the Groovy Brown Goddess, and this is our time to get together, kick it, find out the answers to all your questions, and have a damn good time. We're going to have mojitos tonight. So if you got the makings of a good mojito around you in your home right now, go and gather it. And I encourage you to join me because I'll be mixing mine live with you in just a little while. But anything you want to sip on tonight, go grab it now. You know, it's time for us to start to congregate, start to, Gemma says, you give me such plant envy. Hey, I was just talking to my producers in the back about my total addiction to tropical plants. So thank you, Gemma. I appreciate you noticing because my plants they're an important part of my life. So yes, grab your cocktails. We're going to have drinks tonight. We're going to continue on with last week. If anyone says the word soulmate, we're going to take a shot or a big gulp of our drink, right? Just to keep it a little light and fun. But I noticed last week, no one said it. And I felt like people were avoiding saying it because what, you don't want to take shots? Let's get down to it. If you want to know about your soulmate, you want to know about your soulmate. We just got to take a shot in order to get there. That's all. Anyway. Y'all don't mind me. She said they don't grow well here in England. But I watch a lot of videos out of the UK about plants. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to have a longer chat about that later. If you're here with me for happy hour tonight, here's the rule. This is happy hour. It's a social time. Say hello in the chat as you come in and let us know what you're sipping on, okay? So Shakti says, having some bubble water with you. I like it. I love a good bubble water. And you know, I'm not going to turn up my nose at a mocktail or non-alcoholic drink. I understand it's late for some of you. And you know, it is what it is. But as long as you're enjoying yourself and having fun, okay? And I have been feeling really psychic all day. Like tonight's going to be good for readings. I'm telling you now. And especially the mediumship side of me has been really going strong. So if you want a mediumship reading, you can donate down in the chat and get that. If you're serious about knowing the answer and an action plan, how to get to what you want, I would suggest you donate for a reading tonight because, like I said, I'm on fire today and it's going to be good. So, as you all know, questions go in the chat and let's get started. Our first question, please. The Celtic Dragon. Hi, Gigi. Hey there. Wondering if I should purchase the house I looked at on February 26th. Or keep looking. Any insight would be helpful. All right, so I'm going to do something I call a this or that reading. And what that is I look at the two options available to you. So first option is going to be the house you looked at on February 26th. Second, option number 2 is going to be whether or not there's something else out there and you should keep looking. So let me go ahead and get shuffled up and we'll dig in and I'll tell you all about it. So what would behold you with house? Oh, my cards are jumping with house number 1 or option number 2. So for the house in number 1, I get the 6 of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner card. That is, and this is an especially joyful card. If I can get the camera right. It's an especially joyful card. There's confetti flying and just a real sense of feeling as if you have really found something of value. I also get the 7 of Swords. So what I would say about that is when and if you decide to move forward with house number one, the one you saw in February, you need to make sure that everybody that's involved in the deal, involved in the negotiation, is on the up and up. Make sure there's it's a feeling of something shady going on, or somebody not knowing the right way to go about something, and it costs you, but they're trying to cover their tracks in the meantime so it doesn't blow back onto them. That's what I'm getting around that house in February. But I do see the happiness and the joy with that Six of Wands that lets me know, like, you would be happy there, right? So long as, everything goes well through the negotiation as it should. So as far as, all right, so I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. And if you want to, Celtic, if you want to look a little deeper into that, I suggest you go ahead and get a longer reading on that, and we can dig in a little further and see what the real ins and outs of that situation would be for you. So I do hope that it was helpful, though. All right. So I'm still seeing people come in. And like I said, make sure you say hello. You can't just stop up into my happy hour and not say hi to me. Let me know what you're drinking. Maybe I want to buy you a round. So let's go. Let's make sure we get that information in the chat. All right. So let's move to our next question. Like I told you guys, I'm on fire. The Celtic Dragon says, yes, the people selling were remodeling. All right. So yeah, make sure you're real clear, like, on everything moving forward. All right. So Audrey's got our next question. Hey, Audrey. She says, we have to move by July this year. Can you tell at all where our next move will be? All right. Let me go ahead and dig into this and see what Spirit has to say about your move. It will be on time. And yeah, I see, I just have a heavy energy just come over me right now. It's like, I feel like you've been waiting to ask this question all day, Audrey. That's the feeling that I'm coming up on right now. I'm also coming up with the Page of Wands here. I'm coming up with the advice that Spirit wants you to know that you're getting in your own way as far as this whole move situation is concerned. And what I mean by that is the energy surrounding this. It's stuck on your mind. It's something weighing down your thoughts. It's collecting. It's kind of like, if you know anything about energy and how manifestation works. She says, oh yes, LOL. So yeah, if you know how energy works, when you stay stuck on the lack of something, that energy is what's building up, and therefore you're stuck on the lack by concentrating so hard on will we move. And not only that, it's not even just asking the question. What I'm getting here is it's a worry. It's like stress, right? And so you're collecting this negativity that's actually blocking what you want to bring in, which is your next place. And so as a result, it's like you can't get through this block because she says, I'm stuck on the lack of not knowing, right? But the concentration on, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? It's hurting you, right? It's hurting you. So yeah, and so that's a powerful lesson in that Spirit wants you to know that specifically, Audrey. So it's not like I'm sitting here saying, this is how energy works and this is how you get what you want. Spirit is saying, this is your block right now. Pay attention to the fact that this is your block and you need to work on releasing that. Yeah, so we can get deeper into that if you'd like. You can get your question back on the list to get deeper into that. And yeah, so just a lesson for all of us out there, right? And that the whole stress around situations can actually cause physical blocks. All right. I want to remind everybody it's Women's Empowerment Month, Women's History Month, rather. Today's Women's Empowerment Day, I believe, the official Women's Empowerment Day. So all of us ladies out there, drink up. It's our time, right? But I also want to remind you that we are donating a portion of every reading, every donated reading. Audrey says thanks to a wonderful women's organization this month. And producers, please put that on the screen, because as quickly as you all told me that, I'm drawing a blank for the name of the organization. But yes, we have a really great organization out of Chicago that's doing great things in the lives of women and young girls there. So we encourage you to donate so that we can donate to a fantastic cause. Female Strong, femalestrong.org. That's the organization. Thank you. Thank you, Squirrel. All right, so we're going to get going with our next question. Colleen says, hi, Gigi. In the next while, I'll be interviewing for a new position. What advice do you see about how to best prepare for that interview? Like that question, Colleen. So let's take a look. You already have an interview scheduled, is what I'm thinking you mean by that question. If that's the case, we can look specifically at that interview, or we can look at, interviewing or what you need to do in general in regards to actually finding an interview. So if you just let me know really quickly which one you want to tackle, I'll be happy to do that for you. But I'll shuffle in the meantime here and let's get started. What does Colleen in general need to know? And we have the 10 of Cups, the Chariot, and Justice. Wow. No, not yet. Okay, no interview yet. But what I do see here is 10 of Cups being more than wish fulfillment. Your cups being full. Your cup being, she says, but I know it will be for a specific position. Yeah, this is amazing what I'm seeing. 10 of Cups that I see the Chariot, meaning that change, that move into something new, and coming in with authority. And by authority, I mean coming in a position to where you are perfectly suited to do what you are being asked to do. And you could lead the troops if you wanted to, right? And I also have the Justice card in the upright position, letting me know the decision goes in your favor. So get busy, get out there, get your resume out there. There's something very good, extremely positive waiting for you, right? So maybe we can take a look at what area you may want to be looking in. And with the Ace of Wands, see, you're getting all the winner chicken dinner cards for real tonight. So that's powerful. I feel like you're hesitating and you need to stop hesitating and do the work of finding the job, right? Do the work of applying for work. It's a job. All right. So let us take a look at our next question. We're on a roll. We have a 3-minute reading. Thank you. So I saw 2 questions there. I'm not sure whose question is the reading. Maybe my producer can let me know, because I saw another question up on the screen just a moment ago. All right. I'm guessing it's Audrey. If I'm wrong, stop me. Okay, so 3-minute reading courtesy of Audrey. Thank you, Audrey, and thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation in part to Female Strong as well. So is my daughter, Kaylee's boyfriend, is my daughter, Kaylee's Oh, is my daughter Kaylee's boyfriend Keenan secretly talking to other females, especially around 2 a.m. morning times? All right. This is the reading I've been waiting for because I've been waiting to jump into somebody's head all damn day. Here we go. It's happy hour for real now. Let's get it together, people. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in Keenan's head and his heart towards your daughter, Kaylee. All right, so we have the Judgment card as well as the Ace of Wands. We also have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So Keenan thinks he's a little playboy with that Page of Cups there for sure. But I will say this. I don't want to overspeak it, but he definitely thinks he's cute. Let's say it like that. So with the Judgment card, as far as Kaylee is concerned, he's kind of come to a judgment on her. Like something has occurred in which and it's just, I feel like maybe she's tried to wear the pants in the relationship in some way. And he's made a judgment call that, yeah, she's overbearing in some way, especially with this Ace of Wands here. He's like he's already kind of made that judgment in his mind that she has some overbearing qualities to her. She said, yes, maybe. And yeah, I would say definitely. But this Three of Pentacles is definitely lending itself to the fact that I can be over here talking to people and and I could still be with Kaylee, right? Like she's wearing the pants in her mind, but I'll let her think she's wearing the pants kind of feeling, right? I'll let her think what she wants to think so that I can do what I want to do. Going further than that, I see the Page of Swords as well as the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is actually in the reverse. So it's showing up. I don't get that he's necessarily talking to other girls in the middle of the night. I asked that specifically. But I do think that there are other girls, and she says, yes, I think there are other girls around him that he is talking to at other times of the day. I think he's doing a light flirtation thing. I don't think it's gone too far. I think that in his mind, he's like, every time he gets these compliments, it just kind of, he just looks in the mirror at himself and says, yeah, I'm the shit, right? So the 2 a.m. thing, I'm not feeling that. But at other times of the day, I am feeling like if someone's flirting, he's letting it happen, right? He's not putting on the brakes. Oh no, I'm with someone. He's just allowing that to occur, and he's kind of in it for the moment. So since you donated tonight, I feel compelled just to pull a oracle card for you about this situation for your daughter, because that was your question. And I did get the Mountain card, which said something about obstacles. And I get the Traffic cone, which is about using caution. So tell your daughter to use caution, be on the lookout, actually start to pay attention to what's happening, because I feel like she's not completely wanting to pay attention. All right. Thank you for your donation, Audrey. And that's what a 3-minute reading looks like tonight, folks. So if you have a question, we actually made a change last week, I believe it was. So we had 3-minute readings, 5-minute readings, and now we changed that 5-minute reading to a 6-minute reading for the same price as the 5-minute reading. You need to get in on that. And of course, we do have the mini readings, which allows you to, allows us to explore your situation, right? Gives us time. The medium reading, because I am a certified trained medium. And we have the mega reading, which allows you to ask multiple questions. The donation link for those readings is in the chat. I encourage you to take advantage of it tonight. All right. Who is next here? What do we got next? Unique. Hey, Unique. Can you please read Jabari and I's outcome on love? Will this be my forever husband one day? All right. Let's take a look at what Jabari's feeling about you, thinking about you, and then we'll look at the road ahead. How about that? Let me get my cards in my hand because they seem to want to be slipping around and slipping out of my hand. All right, so I have the Eight of Swords as well as the Two of Cups. Very interesting combination. We have the Nine of Cups and we have the Ten of Cups. Oh my God, Unique. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. He is a bit in his head about things, right? He's got all these thoughts about what could go wrong, what has gone wrong in the past before you. And those thoughts still plague him quite a lot. Okay. But he's kind of keeping that a little bit under wraps because he doesn't want to give you full insight into that, is what I'm feeling. But with this Two of Cups here, that's one of our love cards in the deck, right? And it is actually in the reverse here. But so what I'm feeling is his thoughts about the past, all the wrong things that have happened are clouding his thoughts about you today. Like he sees your value clearly, but it's clouded. It's kind of looking through cloudy glasses, so to speak. But with this Nine of Cups showing up, again, this Nine of Cups showing up, and it's kind of like, oh my God, his ready thoughts are just influencing everything as far as how clearly he can see what you have to offer. You are what he wants 1 minute, and then the next minute you're not. You are what he wants 1 minute, and the next minute he's very indecisive here. But going forward, a lot. I see a lot. And I see a lot of good here. So Unique, all hope is not lost. I hope that helped you out as you look at your situation. And if you want to explore that further, we can do so. All right. So I did mention just a little while ago that we would put together a mojito, and I have all my little ingredients here. So if you've gathered your stuff, let's do this together, okay? There's a quick way to do a mojito, and then there's a little bit of a longer way that pays off with a better drink. So I like to do the longer way, even though it doesn't really take that much longer. But basically, you just start off with some fresh mint leaves like I have here, right? And I like to smack them so that they release their oils, because we want all that oil, all that mint oil in our glass, in our drink, because, the pronounced mint is a really one of the best parts of a mojito, right? It gives it so much flavor. Most people use simple syrup. I use something called Demerara sugar, which is a raw sugar. Has, like you can see probably here, has like a molasses color. And we have Yvette. Thank you, Yvette, for the drink emojis. So I buy them in sugar cube form, and then I kind of like smash them down. So I have some big chunks and some really fine grains, and what that's going to do is actually mean that the sugar is going to dissolve in the alcohol, at different rates, and it's going to evolve. My drink's going to evolve as I drink it, which is awesome. So most people make the mistake of muddling. I take my handy bar spoon and I just pull it up, the mint up the sides of the glass a little, so that oil gets in my glass and my sugar coats my mint. That's all I'm trying to do at this point, right? And then what I do from there, after I stir that, usually for about a minute, what happens is the larger crystals of sugar also will kind of fall to the bottom. So the next step is I have some fresh lime, and I take that fresh lime and I'll take about one whole lime. So I have it cut in fourths. So I'm going to put like 4 little pieces in here. Have my muddler, right? And every bartender needs one of these. And now you muddle, right? You get that lime juice in your glass. And this, of course, is a Collins glass, which is like a highball, a tall highball glass. So now we got some nice, fresh lime juice. I prefer that over actually the lime juice that you buy already in the container. But now I can add my ice. I don't fill it at this point all the way up with ice, and I'm using like really small ice cubes tonight. So now I decided I wanted to use coconut rum, so I have some Cruzan coconut rum. And if you know anything about the rum from the islands, yeah, that's what you want to use. But any good rum, and there's so many variations on a mojito. So I put about 2 ounces in my glass. So now I'm looking like this, right? And I can add a little more ice to fill the glass. If you're using crushed ice, you want to use more liquor, of course, because it'll dilute. The ice will. Did I say crushed glass? Don't. Colleen says, did you ever bartend? Well, not if I'm putting crushed glass in the drink. I did not. But no, honey, I did not. I'm a COVID bartender. I learned my bartending skills during COVID when we were all on lockdown. All right. I was drinking my daily cocktails, right? So I got my ice in there, and now I want to just open up my little club soda. And the kind of club soda you use is important, because I had some, and I just pour it to fill the rest of the glass. You can, kind of club soda you use is important because it can affect how your drink tastes. Gemma says, I used to have a pub bar. I didn't play you. Thank you. When I retire, that might just be my job. And Yvette gives me a laughing emoji. So yeah, so now that's our mojito, man. That's our mojito. It is delicious. It is delicious. Get into it. All right, let's get to our next question, because we're ready now. We're ready. Gemma, okay, I'm waiting to visit my family in New York. I live in England and waiting for an operation. So it won't be this year, but can you see me going there in the next few years? Also, I'm scared of flying. Oh my gosh, don't be scared of flying. I don't blame you. I used to be afraid of flying, but I travel so much now. I can't afford to be afraid of flying, right? So let's get into it. Let's look at upcoming travels or upcoming visits with family and how that will go. All right. And I'm losing cards all over the place again here. So what I'm getting here in regards to that is the Queen of Wands. So that I'm taking as a mother figure. I don't know. You didn't say if your mother was still in the picture. It's not in the picture, but still with us here on Earth. And we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so there's a struggle here. And then the Three of Wands, I see definitely with actually solid plans to go, right? And then the Seven of Cups, meaning like it seems like as soon as you make those plans to actually go, like things will start to occur that will seem to be fucking with the plans, right? Like, things start to break loose that seem to affect your ability to go there, right? And what I see with that is that with the Page of Cups, you just have to maintain a sense of hopefulness. Now, let's take a look and see, as far as timing is concerned, when would be the best time? She says, my mom is still here. It's my dad's side of the family. Okay. All right. So what this Queen of Wands then is representing to me is your mom has something to do, or she'll have some influence on these travel plans in some kind of way, whether she's helping you to obtain the travel or she's advising you in some way. You're going to be looking to her for assistance. And so now we want to look at when is the best timing wise, right? Like we always are talking about timing, and astrology helps us really to figure out, that well. But with the Page of Swords, I'm seeing like a window of opportunity that would be good in the short term. So I know you said you have to have an, yeah, so it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. I think you can get it done, but if you could actually go before the operation, that would be ideal. All right. Thank you for your question, Gemma, and I hope that helped you out. I hope it helped you out. All right, so you guys got your drinks together. I've got my mojito, and I have to tell you, it's especially delicious, man. I'm feeling refreshed. And we are halfway through our happy hour, and hopefully y'all are getting turned up with me because we got to get it together. Happy hour is only the beginning. Gemma says, thank you. Happy hour is only the beginning because right after this show, right after happy hour ends, we've got Journey Ryan live. And so we want to get pumped up, get our drink on, have a good time so we can show up for him in his show and we can just like turn it out on Journey Ryan live. Why not? Like, what do you do when you roll out a happy hour? I go to the next party. I don't know about you. So Journey Ryan Live is the next party. And at midnight tonight Eastern, we can sneak into the forest and listen to the whisperings of Squirrel. And if you guys know Squirrel, she's delightful and her show is a whole lot of fun. And it's in the midnight hour. I love having somewhere to go in the midnight hour and just chill out and relax with friends. So join Squirrel at midnight as well. All right, who's up next, please? We have Shakti Sirius. Hello, how are you? I'm great, Shakti. I want to know what you're drinking. All right. Is the timing good in April to work on my online shop, please? Thank you. All right, let's look at April and what it can hold for your online shop. All right, let's take a look. I have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I have the 7 of Wands. And I have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. All right, so what I'm seeing with that is, as far as, just right out the gate making that money in April, that's what the challenge, like it's going to be putting in work, but you're not seeing the full benefit of that work yet, right? Because obviously when you're starting something, you have expenses and all these other things. Shakti says, my bubble water, but now I'm craving some limes. All right, you better go get those limes. And so, yeah, you're not seeing the full value yet of what you're putting in, but that's normal when you're starting something is what I'm saying. I'm also seeing that you will feel a sense of relief from your worries and concerns with this 4 of Swords in the reverse because you're doing the work. So just be nose to the grindstone, get through the little small details that need to be addressed and can't be put off. Those things that'll come to bite you later is what I'm seeing. And with the 7 of Wands, be protective around who you're allowing to come and help you do this work during the month of April. Not saying you got to have a wall up at other times and moving forward. Just during the month of April, I see that there's possibly someone coming in that wants to do or bring some disruptive energy. I feel like that could be a family member or someone you consider to be. Right, so I hope that is helpful. Shakti says, yes, makes sense. I keep putting it off. Yeah, you got to just get down to it. Just do it. Just do it. No more playing around with it. I do have good feelings about the work that you're doing, though. So that's something to be hopeful about and hopefully motivates you. We should all try to get into our entrepreneurial spirit. And I said it correctly. Shakti said, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. We should all try to connect to that entrepreneurial side, especially with today's economy, right? We all need a backup plan. At least I do. I don't know about y'all. All right. Yvette says, drinking Dr. Pepper on the rocks. I like it. I like it. I endorse that drink. That's good. All right. All right. So let's move forward. Who is next on our list here? Yvette. Hi, Gigi. Hey. Will I get the job as an admissions clerk? All right. Let's see what's going on with that, what you'll experience. Now, let me know if you've already applied, if you're just waiting for a decision, Yvette. Let me know kind of where you are in the process so that we can, move forward here. And I'm going to pull up this deck because it has a lot of very straightforward answers in it. And I'm getting the card of take action. I lost it now because I wanted to show it to you, but I'm getting the card of take action. So there's something there that you haven't addressed as far as getting this job into your hands as yours. So take a look at the activities. Take a look if there's something that you owe this potential employer in order to help them make a decision that maybe you overlooked. Take a look also at whether there's something that you could supplement your application package with, like some example of work or some example of writing, something like that I'm seeing would be helpful in swaying them in your direction. I get the feeling like there's quite a few people who have expressed interest already in this position. With the King of Swords, she says, I applied, waiting on the interview. Yeah, so with the King of Swords, I see that they do have interest in you. They've looked at your application. However, the person that you end up meeting with, the person that is actually in charge of who, gets further along in the process, is very decisive without daggone bell, decisive without a lot of emotion attached to it. So that's what I'm seeing there. So take a look back, see what you've already turned in, as I said, and look at how you can supplement that to show off and showcase your skills a little better. Just to rehash what I said early on in that reading, because that's probably the most important part of it, Yvette. All right. I hope that that's helpful. And you're going to have to come back to happy hour and let us know if it works out for you. In fact, any of you who has Yvette says, thank you, Gigi, with a whole bunch of hearts. Thank you. Any of you that have had readings and past happy hours and now have results to show, you should come into happy hour and let us know. We want to know we were right? Okay. All right. So let's take a look at who's next. We still have time left in our happy hour. We could order another round here. We have Hunter. Hi, Gigi. How are you? I'm good. Do you see me getting hired somewhere this week? Wow, this week. All right. Sounds like a person who's got several things and, several irons in the fire. All right, let's take a look at this week and see how this will. We have the Four of Cups. We have Justice in the reverse. We have Temperance in the reverse. What I'm seeing is you are you're kind of like laying back on your heels a little too much, and you're a little too unfocused. Now, I know you're going to say to me, what the hell are you talking about, Gigi? Because I am focused. I've been, applying. I've been interviewing. I've been doing things. But here's the thing. You may have attention on this whole job search You don't have enough attention is what I'm getting. Okay. So it's going to require more and more attention. And with temperance in the reverse, there's definitely a lack of balance, and it's showing up, I think, in your interviewing as well. So when you are going in for an interview, make sure that you're paying more attention to your preparation, your mental preparation for that interview, kind of walking through questions, even to the point where you would have someone give you a mock interview, right? Record you so that you can see how you look to a potential employer. Like, treat it as a serious exercise. Like, this person's interviewing you, and you are going to play your part of being the interviewee. And then you will be so surprised how you are showing up to the world, how you're showing up to an interviewer. There's a lack of balance here, and it's showing up in your interviewing. And with justice in the reverse, it indicates. All right, the bell goddess. I hope that helps you, my darling, and I hope that it helps you as you. I wish you well with that search for work, because yeah, it's something that I have to revisit often, especially in my day job. But yeah, it's something I visit often, and it's a nerve-wracking process at times to get through interviewing. All right. You know what? We ain't heard the word soulmate. I'm tired of waiting on it. So all of you out there, take a shot. I'm going to take a big gulp of my mojito, because we got to turn up whether or not we got soulmate questions on the table, okay? And I'm thinking next week in Happy Hour, we're going to play a different game, okay? And I think I know what it's going to be. I think it's going to be Never Have I Ever. So come prepared. Come prepared, because some of y'all are going to be losing at that game and be taking shots, all right? All right. So tomorrow night, I want to talk about tomorrow night's lineup on this channel. And at 7 p.m., we have Destiny K, Love and Light. And if you've never caught Destiny's show, I don't know what you're waiting for. She's a very, very lovely one, and I love her energy. And I have been on now a couple of the Friday night Journey and Friends shows at 8 p.m. with her. And she just has this infectious, lovely energy. So, my producer says Journey will be drunk. Yes, Journey's going to be drunk next week playing Never Have I Ever for sure. So check out Destiny's show. Anne says, yes, cocktail emoji. Yes, we will be playing that. So make sure you show up here next week. And tomorrow night also at 10 p.m. we have Journey Ryan live, so check him out tomorrow. As well as at 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Cassidy the Card Slinger, one of my favorite card slingers of all times. Cassidy she's that girl. You got to check her out tomorrow at 11. But right now, we're going to check out the next question. All right, we have Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. I would just like a general reading, please. Okay, so Margaret, you would have to get a general reading through mypsychicconnection.com. 2 minutes and a general reading don't really go together well, because a general can go in so many different directions, as my friend Journey Ryan likes to say, and he's absolutely right. So we'll be happy to help you at mypsychicconnection.com. We don't do generals here, nor do we do legal or medical. So keep that in mind as you're typing in your question in the chat, guys. All right, so let's get to our next question. We have Anne. Will my mom's house close soon? All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's going on with mom's house, how that's going. Again, I get this Temperance in the reverse. I get the Sun in the reverse. And I get the Four of Wands in the reverse. There's going to be some delays here. Temperance in the reverse. I'll show it to you in the upright. Basically, this is a very spiritual energy, and right now it's kind of not working in her favor. It's slowing things down, but I do feel like there's some kind of reason why and purpose that spirit has decided to interject itself in this way. But all in all, yeah, not coming off as quickly and as cleanly as mom would like it to. The sun in reverse, even, I mean, the sun upright is the happiest card in the deck, but in the reverse, it's still a very positive, very happy card. So yeah, it's not going to drag on so long that it's just going to cause mom major problems, but it's going to take her longer than she would like. And with the Four of Wands in the reverse, you know, it's going to lead to a feeling, I'll put it like this, she'll be in her feelings as if this is like some lack of stability thing going on, but it's really not that serious because I don't feel like it's going to be that long, right? I feel like, because I do pull a swords card, it's not giving me an exact timing, but swords are weeks. So it's going to be soon, but not as soon as she would like it. She says, ugh, thanks, I will stay positive. Yes. So weeks, right? Not months, but weeks, and just not exactly right when it would seemingly be the absolute best timing for. I hope that helps you, my dear. And yes, stay very positive. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you're into any type of, you know, magical working or what some people call spells and such, but there is a work out there with Saint Joseph, if you're so inclined. It's a very famous working. It's about how to sell your house, but it works in all stages. And Anne says, thanks for the clarification. You're welcome. It works in all stages of the whole selling a house, right? She says, yes, I do. So yeah, look up that work. It's very famous on the internet. It would be worth your time and energy to go ahead and do it now. And it may be the whole thing that pushes it through faster for you. See, that's what people don't understand. The power of a reading, yeah, you want to know how something's going to work, but you want to know how to get what you want. And there's always something that spirit has to say. Sometimes, and it's more rare. Like I rarely get a question where it's like spirit says, no, you just have to wait it out. Usually they have input on how you can get to what you want quicker. And Anne's giving us lots of heart emojis. Thank you, my dear. So let us know how it goes. Let us know if you decide to do the St. Joseph work and appeal to him. He's helped so many that, yeah, I can see that going well. All right, next question. We have Farida. Hello, what do spirits need me to know? Well, that, my dear, is general. And as I said just a little while ago, we don't do generals here. So if there is an area of life or a specific question that you would like to read, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll get you back on the list. All right, let's move along, move along. We've got Squirrel. Yay! Hi, Gigi. I'd love to visit my mom in Texas in June. Will that be a good time for me to travel? You know what, Squirrel? We need to do a road trip. Damn, that would be an amazing road trip with you, Squirrel. We could drive over to Texas. I haven't been there in years. But let's see what June holds for you as far as energy and travel. And I like the specificity of your question, Squirrel. That's how you ask a good question. We're gonna do a little exercise 1 week up in here of how to ask your psychic a question in a way that nets you the information that you really want. All right, so I have the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, and she actually in this field, Squirrel says, hell yeah. Yeah, to the road trip. she's in this field, and as you can see, she's stepping forward. So that is a positive sign around travel for that month, right? I do feel like, all right, road trip, maybe not, because I do get the Tower card, and I get a direct hit on, if you were to do it as a road trip, you would most likely encounter some type of auto issue. Like, why I don't know this for you would encounter problems with your vehicle. So that's what I'm saying. All right. So you definitely don't want to take a road trip alone or without a mechanic, is what I'm saying to you. All right. And also, I get a feeling like June, as far as your mom is concerned, for some reason, she would object to the timing. And I don't know that it's something that she would object to right now today, as much as you were getting ready to pack and go on this trip, all of a sudden she has this huge objection, like something's about to happen, or something needs her attention. So I'd hold off on June. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, thank you for that question, Squirrel. See, sometimes the psychic even needs a psychic. I need a psychic all the damn time. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Mom be shutting it down on you like that, Squirrel. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. We got to get her up at happy hour and let her know our energy, our vibe. She wants us to come see her. What? All right. I hope that helps you, Squirrel. Let's keep this moving, because we're soon going to get to our last question. So get your question in before last call. All right. Nunu. Okay, I hope I'm saying that right. Will Kay reach out this week? You know what, Nunu? Let's take a look at what's going on in Kay's head, first of all. All right, let's take a look. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle, and I'm going to lay out some cards. What is Kay? All right. All right. So right off the bat, I don't know what Kay thinks you did, but Kay has come to some type of judgment in concerns to you, concerning you, a judgment that doesn't play well in your favor. Not saying Kay is mad, more like it is just like, oh, like how you feel like you kind of know something about somebody and you're not necessarily saying it, but you're like, yeah, okay. Not to say that that is the way it is, right? We're looking at it from Kay's point of view. So this is what I'm seeing with Kay. And with this Queen of Pentacles, this energy is speaking to me about someone who values what they bring to the table more strongly than what you bring to the table, right? And so that may be the judgment. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, Kay sees your true value, sees that there's a long-term relationship here to be had, right? Sees that there's friendship, there's emotion, there's a chance to build something solid in regards to those things, right? And the Hanged Man, not gonna do shit about it. See it, believe it, not doing shit about it, just not gonna do. So let's take a look with our remaining time at what you can do to change that, because obviously you want to know, right? So first, right off the bat, I get the Moon in the reverse. All right, my dear, I hope that helps you. It is hard to be, iced out by somebody and want to hear from them. So I can appreciate that is a horrible position to feel like you're in. All right, so we're almost the last call here. Oh, no, we are at last call. So let's all take another shot. And whose question do we have? as our last call. Nunu says, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, dear, and your question and your trust in me. So Kristen, will my husband be coming home soon? All right, sounds like a loaded question, but let's dig in, Kristen. Let's see what's happening here with your husband journey home. All right. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. And we have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. There's something financial going on here too. And I don't know how much awareness you have of that, but there's something financial that's saying to me, like, finances affect his return as well. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. But with this 10 of Pentacles, there is a strong willingness. Like, there's a willingness to step foot in and be, the man of the house, right? Like, that is coming across very loud, very clear with this 10 of Pentacles. But there's something here, and with this moon card showing up, is just saying to me, like, there's something here that you're not aware of that's affecting his return. And I keep getting these pentacles with this 5 of Pentacles, as in some kind of financial matter is actually slipping up and stepping in the way. Again, I don't think you're aware of what this particular piece of the story is yet. You may gain some awareness of it at a later time, but I can tell you right now, Spirit's telling me you don't have an awareness of this. It's going on in the background, unbeknownst to you. With the King of Wands in the All right, my dear. I hope that was helpful. And that was last call. So we have come to the end of our happy hour. But again, happy hour. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoy the camaraderie here tonight. Yvette's got all kind of heart emojis for us. I love you, Yvette. I want all of you guys to come back and join me next week at 9 p.m. for another happy hour where we'll make more drinks, we'll play more games. But now, let's keep the party going. Let's get on in on Journey Ryan Live, which is coming up in like 3 minutes, okay? And when you get there, you're going to see me in the chat, Groovy Brown Goddess. And when you get there, let Journey know you just came from happy hour, so he knows that you just came to party some more, all right? But until next time, I wish all of you the best. And if you are leaving us right now, I invite you back next week for happy hour at 9 p.m. All my best.